Caitlin Clark is making plenty of history on the court, but she's also doing so even when she's not playing. The Clark card set a record for a women's card, shattering the previous mark of $266,000 paid for a 2003 Serena Williams card. 2024 Caitlin Clark Panini WNBA Signatures Gold Vinyl Prism cards sold at an auction for $366,000.
A basketball card just sold for $366,000. Let me say that again. That's more than what most people pay for a house. And it's not LeBron, Jordan, or Kobe. It's Caitlin Clark's rookie card that's shattering records. This one-of-one gold vinyl signature card didn't just break the women's sports card record, it absolutely demolished it.
West Des Moines native and WNBA star Caitlin Clark is breaking even more records.
Who? Caitlin Clark?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, household name. And the card sold on Sunday for $366,000. Now holds the top spot for highest selling women's sports card. That's according to Golden Auctions. This is the one-of-the-kind card. It's signed and considered in perfect condition.
The previous record holder, tennis legend Serena Williams, but even her card wasn't close to this price. Aja Wilson, one of the WNBA's biggest stars, is watching her own card values get completely overshadowed by Clark. Her reaction, let's just say she's stunned. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Can you imagine dropping more than most people's yearly salary on a piece of cardboard? That's exactly what just happened in the sports card world, and it's completely flipped the market upside down.
Caitlin Clark has helped lead the Fever to the playoffs for the first time since 2016.
And demand has spiked for any kind of collectible with her name, her face, or jersey number on it.
Everybody's involved right now. I love it. I love seeing 8-year-old kids rifle through the 10-cent boxes, and I love seeing retirees that are like looking for something to kill their time and have some fun with. So everything in between. It's definitely an industry now. You know, like we're actually watching this thing grow on the daily.
We're talking about this Caitlin Clark rookie card that just sold for a mind-blowing amount. And when I say mind-blowing, I mean jaw on the floor shocking. This isn't your regular rookie card you'd find in packs at the corner store. What makes this card so special is that it's a one-of-one gold vinyl signature Panini Prism that received a perfect PSA 10 grade. In collector terms, that's basically the holy grail. The gold vinyl means there's literally only one in existence. The signature adds tremendous value, and that perfect PSA 10 grade, that's like finding a unicorn. You know what's wild?
Caitlin has been the kind of the spearhead that's caused everybody to want to collect WNBA. And the fact that they're going to actually have more licensed trading cards this year will just make that happen in an even better scale. And it got to that level where, thankfully, being in Indianapolis, they recognize that, and we've been able to get product and be able to provide it. And we have a ton of single rookie cards of hers, graded cards of hers. Like, when we found out that the Fever had the #1 pick, I was calling my manufacturers and saying, I'll take anything that you guys have that's going to have potentially Caitlin Clark stuff in it. We have tried to be as proactive as possible, but the demand is still outweighing the supply.
Before Caitlin Clark stepped onto the WNBA court, women's sports cards were practically invisible in the collecting community. Most card shops wouldn't even bother ordering WNBA boxes because nobody was asking for them. They'd sit on shelves collecting dust while NBA cards flew off the racks. To understand how crazy this sale is, consider that the previous record for a women's sports card belonged to Serena Williams, arguably the greatest tennis player of all time with 23 Grand Slam titles. Her card sold for just a fraction of what Clark's commanded, and we're talking about someone with a 2-decade career of absolute dominance. Look at Aja Wilson's cards for comparison. Despite being a 2-time MVP, WNBA champion, and Olympic gold medalist, her most valuable cards are selling for maybe 5 to 10% of what Clark's rookie card just fetched. No wonder Wilson nearly fell out of her chair when she heard the news. So what did this piece of cardboard actually sell for? The final hammer price was a staggering $366,000. That's more than most Americans' mortgages. To put that in perspective, the median home price in America hovers around $400,000, meaning this single card is worth almost as much as the average house in this country. What's absolutely bonkers is that card experts are predicting this is just the beginning. They're saying this card could hit $500,000 by the end of Clark's rookie season if she continues performing at a high level. The market is moving that fast. The most incredible stat, Clark now owns all 30 of the most valuable WNBA cards ever sold. Not just the top spot, all 30. That level of market dominance has never happened in any sport, male or female. Not with Jordan, not with LeBron, not with anyone. That level of market dominance isn't just changing record books, it's changing how the biggest stars in the game feel about their own place in the WNBA hierarchy. When Aja Wilson, the league's reigning MVP and face of the W, heard about that card sale, her reaction said everything about the seismic shift happening right under everyone's feet. Think about what Wilson has accomplished so far. Multiple MVP trophies, championship rings, Olympic gold medals. She's literally done everything a professional basketball player can do. She's been the walking definition of excellence in the WNBA. Yet right now, her most valuable cards are collecting dust compared to what Clark's rookies are pulling in. You know what's wild? Wilson has spent years becoming the face of women's basketball through pure domination on the court. She's got the resume, the highlight reels, the statistical dominance. But in the collectibles world, it's like all those achievements barely register on the value scale compared to Clark's rookie status. Before this year, most card shops would hide their WNBA boxes in some back corner if they bothered to stock them at all. Now, those same shops are displaying WNBA products right next to, sometimes even in front of, their precious NBA inventory. Some stores are selling WNBA boxes at higher prices than NBA boxes. That's completely unheard of in the history of sports cards. The Fever are responsible for nearly half, 45% to be exact, of the WNBA's entire broadcast value last season. One team. And it's not because Indiana has some storied basketball tradition in the women's game. It's because of one rookie who's completely flipped the economics of the entire league. You want more proof of the Clark effect? Look at the timing of the WNBA's massive new media rights deal worth $2.5 billion. That didn't happen by accident. The deal came together right as Clark was entering the league, transforming the financial landscape overnight. Suddenly, networks were falling over themselves to secure WNBA broadcast rights. For Wilson and other WNBA stars, this isn't just about watching a rookie get rich quicker. It's about witnessing the birth of an entirely new market. Before Clark, there weren't dedicated forums tracking WNBA card prices in real time. There weren't shops clearing prime display space for women's basketball products. What we're seeing here is literally a market revolution happening right before our eyes. Before Clark arrived, women's basketball cards were barely a blip on collectors' radar. Now, they're driving the entire hobby. Think about this. Caitlin Clark hasn't just broken records, she's created an entirely new market from scratch. Card shops that wouldn't even stock WNBA products are now scrambling to get their hands on anything with her name on it. The ripple effects are massive. As Wilson and other stars watch this transformation unfold, the big question remains: will Clark's rising tide lift all boats in women's basketball collectibles, or is this phenomenon hers alone?